Someone is really, truly, divinely in love with you, and heaven is not whispering it. Heaven is declaring it with unmistakable clarity. Hear this with the fullness of your spirit. This is not a coincidence, not imagination, not something you made up. This is a revelation. This is truth unfolding in real time and meant for you. There is someone whose heart has been carrying a depth of love they have never been able to express. Someone who trembles at the thought of losing you. Someone who has been fighting an inner battle between fear and truth. This message is about them, the one whose soul reacts when your name appears, the one who feels drawn toward you even when they try to distance themselves, the one destiny keeps pulling back to you like a force they cannot escape. Every time destiny speaks, their heart responds. Every time your presence touches their thoughts, something inside them shifts. Every time they attempt to break away, something divine redirects them toward you. Heaven knows their name. Destiny knows their name. And deep down, your intuition has already sensed it. This is not the moment to dismiss what is rising within you. This is the moment to listen, to align, to recognize that divine timing is at work. If your heart resonates with this truth, declare it boldly. Comment 777. Claim what is meant for you. Like this message, share it, and subscribe so you never miss what heaven is preparing to reveal next. The next part will take you even deeper, because destiny is about to uncover what has been hidden for far too long. There is a truth heaven has been waiting for the right moment to unveil. Someone has loved you far longer, far deeper, and far more silently than you realize. This love did not appear suddenly. It grew slowly, stubbornly, undeniably, the way real love always does. They did not fall for your appearance, your charm, or any surface-level trait. They fell for your essence, your resilience, your light, and the quiet strength that follows you, like a signature written on your soul. And they have been carrying this truth in silence, because their fear is not rejection. Their fear is losing you before they ever get the chance to truly love you. They tried to fight it. They tried to control it. They tried to lock it away behind logic, routine, and responsibility. But every attempt at restraint collapsed, because destiny kept pulling their heart back to you. This is not a simple crush. This is not a passing attraction. This is a soul response, a gravitational pull, a spiritual recognition that refuses to fade, no matter how hard they try to detach. Every time they try to walk away, something greater redirects their steps. Every time they convince themselves to forget you, a sign appears, a memory resurfaces, a feeling surges back. They have asked themselves why they cannot let go, and the answer keeps repeating. Because this connection is not built on fantasy, it is built on truth. C.S. Lewis once wrote, "To love at all is to be vulnerable." And that vulnerability is exactly what this person feels every time they think of you. Their heart is exposed in ways they never intended. They worry about saying too much, yet suffer from saying nothing. They fear moving forward, yet ache when they stay still. Their silence is not indifference, it is protection. Their distance is not avoidance, it is caution. Their hesitation is not weakness, it is the trembling of someone who has finally discovered something they cannot afford to lose. They replay your conversations. They remember details you forgot you said. They reread old messages. They analyze moments. They feel more deeply than they allow themselves to admit. And they carry a truth heavy enough to shape the way they breathe. They feel spiritually tied to you. They sense that something about you matches something inside them, like two frequencies aligned before they ever met. This is why they struggle. This is why they fear. This is why they stay silent even though their heart aloud. The pull they feel is not an illusion. It is not an obsession. It is not fantasy. It is recognition. It is soul memory. It is destiny in motion. You are the rare kind of person who awakens the highest, deepest parts of them, the parts that want to love honestly, the parts that want to become better, the parts that want to protect, cherish, choose, and commit. They never planned to fall this deeply. They never prepared for this kind of connection. But their heart has already made the choice, even if their lips haven't spoken it yet. And as destiny continues to unfold, the truth they carry, the truth about how strongly they love you, is becoming impossible for them to hide much longer. There have been countless moments when this person came dangerously close to telling you everything. Moments when their heart pushed forward with more strength than their fear. Moments when the truth almost slipped through their lips. They have drafted messages they never sent, typed confessions they deleted, and opened conversations they could not bring themselves to finish. They have rehearsed every word in their mind, imagining how it would feel to finally breathe, finally release the weight they have been carrying. They picture themselves speaking honestly, admitting the depth of their feelings, allowing their heart to stand uncovered. But every time they get close, something stops them. Not indifference, fear. Not confusion, vulnerability. No hesitation, the awareness that once they speak, everything will change forever. They are terrified of misreading the moment. They fear choosing the wrong timing, saying the wrong thing, or overwhelming you with the intensity of their truth. Their silence is a shield, not against love, but against the possibility of losing you. They know that once they confess, they cannot take it back. The door will either open wider or close completely, and that risk feels unbearable. They have told themselves many times that they should move on, that they should silence their heart, that they should choose safety instead of honesty. Yet every attempt collapses under the force of what they feel. They replay your voice in their memory. They remember the softness in your eyes, the warmth in your smile, the way your presence changes the atmosphere around them. They hold on to fragments, small moments, that feel like lifetimes, because those moments remind them of what could be. They wonder if you feel it too. They wonder if you suspect the truth. They wonder if the reason they cannot pull away is that this connection is meant to be lived, not avoided. Their almost confessions reveal something important. Their love is not passive, not distant, not fading. It is active, alive, and fighting its way to the surface. They want to step forward. They want to speak. They want to stop hiding. They want to give their heart the freedom it has been begging for. But they also want to protect what exists between you, because to them, you are not just someone they love. You are someone they cannot risk losing under any circumstances. And that is why they hover on the edge, caught between the urge to confess and the fear of shattering what destiny is still shaping. There is a reason this person struggles to detach from you, no matter how hard they try. You show up everywhere in their world, in ways that logic cannot explain, and coincidence cannot justify. They will be going about their day, focused on something entirely unrelated, when suddenly your name appears, your image flashes in their mind, or something reminds them of a moment you shared. They hear a song and think of you. They see a place and feel your presence. They catch a number, a phrase, a scent, or even a piece of light that brings you back into their thoughts instantly. You are woven into the rhythm of their days in a way that feels intentional, almost orchestrated, and they have started to notice the pattern. Every time they try to move forward, a sign pulls them back. Every time they try to close their heart, something opens them again. Every time they attempt to forget, destiny whispers your name in their ear. They feel the weight of these signs more deeply than they admit. They may try to brush them off, rationalize them, or pretend they mean nothing, but their spirit knows better. Their intuition refuses to let them ignore the truth. There is a divine pull linking your souls. Deep calls unto deep, Psalm 42:7, describes exactly what they experience. Their depth responds to yours. Their heart answers something in you that words cannot capture. It is not an obsession. It is recognition, the kind of recognition that makes the universe feel smaller and more connected than before. They wake up thinking of you without meaning to. They dream of you unexpectedly. They feel your energy even when you're not physically present. Sometimes they pause mid-action because something hits them, a wave of emotion, a memory, a sudden longing, and they know it came from nowhere except the connection they share with you. Their friends may have noticed the way their face changes when they hear your name, the way they pause when something reminds them of you, or the way their attention drifts toward thoughts they refuse to voice. They are living in a constant tension between what they feel and what they fear, between the signs that chase them and the silence they try to maintain. Part of them wonder why this connection refuses to dissolve. Another part already knows the answer but is too afraid to admit it out loud. They feel spiritually attached to you. They know this connection isn't random, it isn't temporary, it isn't fragile. It is persistent, consistent, and undeniable. Signs do not follow strangers. Intuition does not rise without cause. Destiny does not circle the same two souls without reason. They feel you calling to them, not with words, but with presence. They feel the universe pushing them towards something their heart recognized long before their mind understood it. They see you everywhere, because their soul refuses to forget where they belong. There is a fear inside this person that grows louder every day, a fear far deeper than the fear of confessing. It is the fear of losing you, losing the chance to stand beside you, to be chosen by you, to be the one who understands the language of your heart. This fear shapes the way they act, the way they think, the way they love you from the shadows. They may appear calm, composed, and unaffected, but inside they are carrying a storm. And one of the most powerful parts of that storm is jealousy, the quiet, hidden kind that they try desperately to suppress. They feel uneasy when someone else captures their attention. They feel something tighten inside when they imagine another person standing where they wish they could stand. They see a comment, a smile, a moment that seems too close, and it shakes them in ways they would never admit. They don't show it, they don't say it, they don't allow it to surface, but it's there. It burns quietly, it aches deeply, and it scares them because they know jealousy only appears where the heart is fully invested. They get nervous when your reply takes a little longer than usual. They second-guess themselves when your tone feels slightly different. They wonder if someone else is turning your head, someone more confident, more present, less afraid. They overthink small things because, to them, you are not small. You are significant. You matter more than they ever planned for you to matter. Their fear of losing you is not rooted in insecurity alone. It is rooted in the profound recognition that you are rare. They know they won't find another connection like this. They know they won't experience this kind of pull again, and that knowledge terrifies them. They get protective in moments they don't understand. They imagine scenarios they wish they didn't. They feel threatened by people who may not even be aware of your value, but they see it painfully, clearly, fully. They don't want to control you. They don't want to limit you. They simply fear that someone else might see what they see and reach you before they gather the courage to step forward. They keep their emotions tucked away because they don't want to scare you, overwhelm you, or ruin the fragile bond you share. But inside, the truth is undeniable. They want to be the one you trust, the one you turn to, the one you choose. They want to be enough for you. They want to be worthy of you. That's why their fear runs so deep. They are not afraid of loving you, that part comes naturally. They are afraid of being too late. They are afraid of watching someone else step into the future they have quietly imagined with you. They are afraid that silence, caution, or hesitation might cost them everything. And so they remain on the edge of confession and restraint, guarded yet overflowing, trying to hold themselves together while their heart keeps repeating the same truth. Losing you would break something inside them that they could never repair. There is a part of this person's heart that has already stepped into a future where you exist beside them. They don't talk about it, but they think about it often, more often than they admit even to themselves. When they picture tomorrow, you are there. When they imagine success or peace or stability, your presence is woven into the scene. It's not fantasy, it's not escapism. It's the natural direction their heart travels, whenever it is allowed to wander without fear. They imagine what it would feel like to wake up next to someone who understands them without explanation. They imagine small, simple moments, sharing laughter in the kitchen, walking together in silence that feels safe, sitting beside you in the quiet of the evening, knowing that nothing needs to be forced. In their mind, these moments are not dramatic or exaggerated. They are gentle, steady, and real. They think about how you would react to their stories, how your eyes would soften when you listen, how your voice would sound in the calm spaces of an ordinary day. They imagine holidays with you, triumphs with you, challenges with you. They imagine you in the chapters that matter. They don't see you as an interruption or an uncertainty. They see you as a future they would choose willingly, intentionally, wholeheartedly. These thoughts come naturally, almost effortlessly, as if their spirit recognizes you as a safe place long before their mind fully understands why. They don't fantasize about perfection. They imagine a partnership. They imagine building something meaningful, not quick, not superficial, but something steady and lasting. And that is what scares them most, how right it feels, how familiar you seem, how easily their heart folds your presence into the vision of a life they want to live. They never meant to imagine these things. They never planned to let their heart go that far. Yet whenever they look ahead, you appear, not because they are forcing it, but because something inside them believes that your paths are meant to intertwine. These silent visions of the future are proof that their love is not momentary or shallow. It is rooted in something deeper, a longing for companionship, stability, connection, and the quiet certainty that life with you would feel like home. One of the most profound truths about this person is that their love for you has already begun to reshape their life. They are changing not in dramatic, chaotic ways, but in quiet, intentional, deeply meaningful steps that reveal the sincerity of what they feel. You have affected them more than you know. Something about you has awakened a desire within them to rise, to heal, to improve, to grow into someone capable of giving and receiving the kind of love that does not collapse under pressure. They look at their flaws differently now. They see their wounds not as permanent scars, but as areas demanding attention and healing. They begin fixing old habits, closing old chapters, ending cycles that once held them back. They do not want to carry unhealed parts of themselves into a connection that could be sacred. They want to be someone who brings peace, not confusion. Someone who brings safety, not uncertainty. Someone who brings stability, not chaos. And it is you who inspires this shift. Every time they imagine being with you, something inside them urges them to become better. Every time they feel the pull of destiny, they recognize that becoming a stronger, healthier, wiser version of themselves is necessary. They want to be ready. They want to be worthy. They want to match the depth of what they feel. They are learning patience. They are practicing emotional honesty. They are letting go of relationships, patterns, and distractions that once blurred their clarity. They are refining their priorities. They are grounding themselves in purpose. They are stepping into responsibility in ways they once resisted. This transformation is not forced. It is not artificial. It is not driven by insecurity. It is driven by something higher, because love, real love, demands growth, and their heart knows that loving you is not a casual choice. It is a calling. They have moments of fear, questioning whether they are enough, whether they can offer you the security and devotion you deserve. Yet those fears do not push them away. They push them forward. They motivate them to elevate themselves so that the connection they hope to build with you stands on solid ground. They may not tell you any of this, but privately, they are working on their life with determination. They are cutting ties with negativity. They are improving their physical, mental, and spiritual well-being. They are getting serious about their future. They are aligning their path so that if destiny opens the door, they will walk through it without hesitation. Their love is not passive. It is transformative. It is making them examine who they are and who they want to become. And every action they take, every adjustment they make, every moment of self-reflection they face is rooted in one powerful truth. They want to be a person who can love you wholeheartedly and stand beside you without fear. You have become the catalyst for their growth, the mirror that reveals their potential, and the inspiration behind the version of themselves they are becoming. This transformation is proof that what they feel for you is not temporary or shallow. It is the kind of love that shapes destinies. Despite all the emotions they have held inside, all the silent battles they have fought, and all the moments when the truth nearly broke free from their lips, this person has not stepped forward yet, and the reason is both simple and profound. They are waiting for one final sign, not because they are indecisive, and not because their feelings are uncertain. Their love is steady, fierce, and deeply rooted, but they know that revealing everything will change the course of the connection forever, and they want to move only when destiny confirms that the timing is right. They have seen enough signs to know this connection is real, yet they long for one unmistakable confirmation, a moment, a gesture, a shift, something that tells them it is safe to speak, safe to step forward, safe to let their heart stand fully uncovered. They want divine clarity, not emotional impulsiveness. They want alignment, not confusion. They want timing, not guessing. Their heart has already made the choice, but their mind wants assurance that the future they imagine with you is meant to unfold now, not later. They are watching closely, more closely than you realize. They notice the small things, the way you look at them, the tone in your voice, the pauses in your messages, the energy between you. They analyze micro moments because they are trying to determine whether your spirit is calling theirs the same way theirs is calling yours. They are waiting for that one moment where your presence, your words, or your energy tells them, this is the time. It may be a message from you, a shift in your behavior, a sign from the universe, or a moment of stillness where everything suddenly aligns. Whatever it is, they will recognize it instantly because their heart have been preparing for it. They are standing at the threshold, ready to cross, but not willing to risk losing you by moving too soon. They want the door to open naturally, unmistakably, undeniably. They want to know that when they speak, their truth will not break what exists between you, but elevate it. And when that final sign comes, the sign they have been waiting for, they will step forward with a clarity and courage that has been building inside them from the very beginning. Close your heart to noise and open it to presence, because what follows is not merely words. It is alignment. It is guidance. It is a spiritual covering placed over you and the connection that has been forming in silence. Take a breath, slow and steady, and allow this prayer to settle into the deepest parts of you, the parts that long for clarity, peace, and truth. May divine protection surround your heart, shielding it from fear, confusion, and doubt. May every wound that once taught you to hold back be softened and healed. May the heaviness of past disappointments loosen its grip so that your spirit can rise again without hesitation. May the love that is meant for you, the love forming, growing, awakening, approach you with honesty, integrity, and courage. May you have the wisdom to discern the difference between what is temporary and what is destined. May your soul recognize truth instantly, without second-guessing, without anxiety, without retreat. May the one who loves you in silence find the strength to step into the light. May their heart be guided toward clarity. May their voice gain the courage they have long been searching for. May they feel protected, not threatened, safe, not overwhelmed, encouraged, not afraid. May their fear of losing you dissolve into a steady confidence that destiny is on their side. May their hesitation be replaced with purpose. May their longing transform into action. May their spirit be strengthened so that when the moment arrives, they will speak with sincerity, not trembling, and their truth will reach you in the way it was always meant to. May the connection between you be purified of insecurity, impatience, and misunderstanding. May communication open naturally, gracefully, without pressure. May timing align with precision, creating the moment where both hearts recognize one another without confusion. May signs become clearer. May intuition become sharper. May destiny unravel every knot that once held the two of you apart. May you be surrounded with peace as you wait, not passive waiting, but trusting, grounded waiting. May you be granted the discernment to know when to open, when to stay still, and when to move forward. May your spirit not rush, but also not retreat. May your heart remain soft, receptive, and steady. May your energy remain aligned with what is true, healthy, and divinely orchestrated. May the future that awaits you be full of clarity, honesty, and mutual devotion. May the connection meant for you come with stability, warmth, depth, and unwavering loyalty. May both hearts be prepared fully, thoroughly, intentionally, so that when the door opens, nothing stands in the way of what is meant to grow. And above all, may this love serve a higher purpose. May it bring healing where there was hurt. May it bring restoration where there was loss. May it bring strength where there was fear. May it bring truth where there was silence. May it bring unity where there was distance. May it become a story written not by pressure, but by destiny, not by fear, but by divine timing, not by chance, but by purpose. Let what is meant to unfold do so with power. Let what is meant to be revealed step out of hiding. Let what is meant to stay be anchored. Let what is meant to come forward arrive with clarity and grace. And now listen closely, because this is the final divine call. If your heart recognizes this prayer, if your spirit feels the pull of destiny in these words, then declare your agreement. Stand in alignment with what is unfolding. Comment Amen, speak 777 as a sign of readiness, like this message, and share it so that your energy continues to open the path ahead. What is meant for you is moving closer. What is written for you is preparing to reveal itself. And the connection your soul has been sensing is approaching the moment where everything will finally step into the light.